आज का पॉडकास्ट थोड़ा सा अलग है, थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है। आज तक हमने इस पॉडकास्ट में जितने भी गेस्ट को इनवाइट किया वो एक सर्जन थे, डॉक्टर थे, हेल्थ एक्सपर्ट थे, जिन्होंने हमें बताया कि बड़ी बड़ी बीमारियों से बचा कैसे जाता है, अपनी हेल्थ का अच्छे से ध्यान कैसे रखा जाता है। बट आज पहली बार इस पॉडकास्ट में हमने एक ऐसे गेस्ट को इनवाइट किया है। शी इज़ द ब्रेस्ट कैंसर सर्वाइवर। यस, वेलकम बैक टू अनदर एपिक एपिसोड ऑफ ऑन एयर विथ प्रियंका। हम सबको पता है कैंसर सिर्फ एक बीमारी नहीं है, ये एक इमोशनल, मेंटल और फिजिकल का बैटल होता है। इस पॉडकास्ट का, इस कन्वर्सेशन का सिर्फ एक पर्पज़ है, अवेयरनेस फैलाना। यस, क्योंकि अर्ली डिटेक्शन कैन सेव योर लाइफ and women, you are stronger than you think. So enjoy this epic episode and please welcome Mrs. Rupali Abhang on Air with Priyanka. Welcome to the On Air with Priyanka show.
Thank you so much, Priyanka.
कैसे हो आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ बिल्कुल, आप कैसे हो?
मैं भी बहुत अच्छी हूँ रूपाली। आई पर्सनली लाइक योर स्माइल, बड़ी सुकून वाली स्माइल है।
थैंक यू सो मच।
जब भी मैं इनसे मिलती हूँ इनकी स्माइल मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है।
थैंक यू।
सो रूपाली, इस पॉडकास्ट का टॉपिक, यू आर ब्रेस्ट कैंसर सर्वाइवर, राइट? बिना घुमा फिरा के मैं सीधा आज टॉपिक पे आके बात करूँगी आपसे। सो किसी के लिए भी आसान नहीं होता है कि एक नॉर्मल हेल्थ चेकअप के लिए जाओ, एक ब्लड टेस्ट के लिए जाओ, और एक जब वो ब्लड टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट हमें आते हैं तो पूरी ज़िंदगी हमारी बदल जाती है। ठीक है, वी वांट टू नो फ्रॉम स्क्रैच, हुआ क्या था?
आई वॉज बॉर्न इन 1970, सो मैं 2020 को 50th बर्थडे हुआ। सो बाद में यहाँ पे लाइक यू नो मैनिटोबा गवर्नमेंट लेटर भेजती है आफ्टर 50 फॉर मेमोग्राम्स। सो मुझे पहला लेटर मिला 2021 में। सो मैं लाइक दैट इज़ द गवर्नमेंट लाइक दे एनकरेज यू टू गो फॉर मेमोग्राम्स वंस यू टर्न 50। सो मैं चलो मैं बोला जाती हूँ मैं, लेकिन सो माई एंट इज़ एक्चुअली माई मेटरनल एंट, मेरी मौसी को ब्रेस्ट कैंसर हुआ था, लेकिन उसको लास्ट स्टेज को पता चला था, तो उसमें उनकी डेथ हो गई थी। एंड मेरे जो फूफा है लाइक अंकल, उनको भी लंग कैंसर था। सो जो हिस्ट्री थी मैंने डॉक्टर को भी बोली थी, फैमिली हिस्ट्री थी। सो मेरे जो फैमिली डॉक्टर है उन्होंने बोला कि आफ्टर वंस यू टर्न 50 देयर इज़ अ प्रोग्राम लाइक यू कैन गो फॉर द मेमोग्राम्स देन। सो आई गॉट अ लेटर। तो मैं पहले मेमोग्राम के लिए 2021 में गई थी, तो मुझे बताया था कि लेफ़्ट और राइट ब्रेस्ट में थोड़ा सा फ़र्क है, लेकिन उनके पास कोई भी मेमोग्राम कंपैरिजन के लिए नहीं था। सो उन्होंने बोला कि नेक्स्ट ईयर आ जाना, हम वापस मेमोग्राम करेंगे, तो फिर हम कंपेयर कर सकते हैं इमेजेस और मेमोग्राम रिजल्ट्स। सो 2022 में मेरे पिताजी गुजर गए, फिर मैं इंडिया गई थी, तो वो 2022 में ऐसे ही रह गया, मैं गई नहीं मेमोग्राम के लिए। फिर 2023 को ऐसे मैं रेडियो पे कुछ प्रोग्राम सुन रही थी, तो उसमें ब्रेस्ट कैंसर के लिए उसके बारे में बोल रहे थे, और मेमोग्राम कितना इम्पॉर्टेंट है करना, और अर्ली स्क्रीनिंग कितनी इम्पॉर्टेंट है, ऐसे बोल रहे थे। तो मैंने सोचा अरे मैं तो गई नहीं, तो चलो फ़ोन करती हूँ, अपॉइंटमेंट लेती हूँ। इसलिए मैंने ऐसे कैजुअल ऐसे मेमोग्राम के लिए अपॉइंटमेंट लिया। वो था जुलाई 2023। सो मैं मेमोग्राम के लिए गई, ऐसे कुछ भी मन में नहीं था। और उसके पहले थोड़े महीने पहले ही ऐसे अपने खुद को हम कितनी बार देखते हैं मिरर में, लाइक वैसे तो मालूम था कि हम खुद की जांच करनी चाहिए, देखना चाहिए अगर कुछ फिजिकल चेंजेस ब्रेस्ट में हो, कहाँ पे भी कोई लंप हो तो ध्यान रखना चाहिए। तो ऐसे एक बार मैं कपड़े बदल रही थी, तब भी मैंने देखा कि माई राइट ब्रेस्ट लुक डिफरेंट देन माई लेफ्ट ब्रेस्ट। सो बट आई डिडंट थिंक एनीथिंग, आई जस्ट थॉट मे बी लाइक एज और समथिंग लाइक दैट। सो मैंने इतना उस पर ध्यान नहीं दिया। जब मैं मेमोग्राम के लिए गई तो मैंने वहाँ पे जो स्टाफ थे उनको और नर्स थी उनको बताया कि यू नो राइट ब्रेस्ट में थोड़ा सा ऐसे चेंज है शेप में, ऐसे थोड़ा सा डिम्पल लाइक डिम्पलिंग हुआ है, अंदर गया है। तो उन्होंने उसके डायग्राम पे सर्कल किया, तो बोले कि हम डॉक्टर को बताते हैं। तो बाद में 2 दिन के बाद उनका फ़ोन आ गया राइट अवे कि हमें बायोप्सी करनी है। सो मुझे फिर भी इतना ये नहीं लगा, ठीक है कुछ तो भी होगा, इसलिए उनको बायोप्सी करके कुछ श्योर करना पड़ेगा। तो मैं बायोप्सी के लिए गई, मेरा बेटा आया था मेरे साथ, तो बायोप्सी हो गई। इट वाज लिटिल पेनफुल, मुझे तो वो नीडल बिडल बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है, सो इट वाज अ पेनफुल थिंग। सो बायोप्सी हो गई, बाद में 2 दिन के बाद फ़ोन आ गया कि आपकी अपॉइंटमेंट है सर्जन के साथ। तो मेरी जो फर्स्ट अपॉइंटमेंट थी वो सर्जन के साथ है। तो मैंने बोला मे बी उनको कुछ तो भी मिला होगा और उनको सर्जरी करनी पड़ेगी शायद, इसलिए सर्जन की अपॉइंटमेंट है फर्स्ट वन। सो मैं गई सर्जन डॉक्टर संगीता, वेरी गुड सर्जन। सो उनके पास गई तो हम बैठे थे, वेट कर रहे थे डॉक्टर की। तो मैंने दीवार पे एक बड़ा सा पोस्टर लगा था और उसमें अर्ली साइंस के जब सब सारे पिक्चर्स थे। तो उसमें एक साइन था कि जो मैंने जब देखा उसको तो मैंने बोला ओ माय गॉड, लाइक आई एम एजुकेटेड, आई नो दिस साइन, लाइक आई नो दिस सिम्टम्स, बट मैंने कैसे खुद देखा नहीं मैंने उसमें। तो उसमें एक साइन था पकरिंग। वो वर्ड तो मुझे भी मालूम, पहले बार मैंने रीड किया और देखा वो वर्ड, और मुझे उसके मीनिंग मालूम नहीं थी। तो उसके वहाँ पे डायग्राम, लाइक एक डायग्राम भी था। तो पकड़िंग की वहाँ पे जहाँ पे ब्रेस्ट का शेप चेंज हो जाता है और ब्रेस्ट अंदर जाता है थोड़ा सा, लाइक अगर खूब बहुत राइप फ्रूट होगा, अगर हम उसको दबाएंगे तो कैसे डिम्पल होता है, उसको पकड़िंग बोलते हैं। तो मैंने बोला ओह ये तो मेरे लाइक मुझे हुआ है, लाइक मेरा राइट ब्रेस्ट में पकड़िंग है। फिर भी मुझे लाइक इतना मैंने सोचा नहीं कि मुझे कुछ हो गया है, जस्ट लाइक ट्राइंग टू बी नॉर्मल। तो फिर डॉक्टर केम एंड शी सेड यू हैव ट्रिपल पॉजिटिव ब्रेस्ट कैंसर स्टेज 2। तब मैंने तो लाइक इट वाज जस्ट शॉक, क्योंकि I was not ready to hear that. That's how it started actually. That's how the diagnosis came. So yeah, so it was really hard. राजीव मेरे husband मेरे साथ थे।
राइट, इट इज़ वेरी हार्ड। जैसे मैंने वही बोला स्टार्टिंग में, मैंने जब ये कन्वर्सेशन स्टार्ट किया, राइट, कि हमें मतलब जैसे आपने बोला कि आई थिंक ये कनाडा में बहुत अच्छी एक सिस्टम है मेमोग्राम।
Yes,
ये मुझे भी नहीं
definitely.
पता था कि आफ्टर एज ऑफ 50 हर वीमेन को यहाँ पे मेमोग्राम का लेटर मिलता है। अगर आप 50+ हो, अगर आपको कुछ भी ऐसे कुछ अलग सिम्टम्स जैसे इन्होंने बताया अगर आपको लग रहे हो, प्लीज़ जाके टेस्ट करवाओ, प्लीज़ जाके एक अच्छे से डॉक्टर से, एक सर्जन से एक काइंड ऑफ सेकंड ओपिनियन आप ले सकते हो। बट यू नो वॉट रूपाली, ये बॉडी हमारी मशीन है, राइट?
Yes.
हमें टाइम टू टाइम ना ऐसे नहीं होता है कि बड़ी बड़ी बीमारियां एकदम से हो जाती है। जैसे आपने अभी बोला कि 2020 में आई थिंक इट वाज लाइक अ पैंडेमिक, राइट? और तब आपको थोड़ा सा लगा था, तब आपके पिक्चर्स ले लिए गए थे, राइट? बट देन यू गॉट टू नो इन 2023, ऑलमोस्ट 3 years।
Yes.
सो बॉडी आपको इन 3 सालों में कुछ ना कुछ सिग्नल देती है कि समथिंग इज़ रॉन्ग विथ योर बॉडी, राइट? बट शायद हम लोग इतने बिजी होते हैं हमारी डेली लाइफ में, ऑफिस में, बिजनेस में, फैमिली, सब थे, राइट, कि हम शायद उसको इग्नोर कर देते हैं, राइट? एंड बीइंग अ सर्वाइवल, अगर मैं आपको पूछूं, जैसे आपने बोला कि आपने एक बोर्ड देखा था, अर्ली साइंस ब्रेस्ट कैंसर के क्या होते हैं?
I have seen that, like all that, but I like in the doctor's office.
Yeah.
But never, like I read it, but never acknowledged like what I was reading it,
Right.
or never related that to my own thing. So like, you know, as I said, I turned 50 in October 2020. I had a personal trainer. I was going to the gym 5 times a week.
So you're physically active.
For physical, very active. I was going for the walks, the trails. Like I had no physical, like no symptoms. Like there was no sudden weight loss. No other things.
Immunity.
No immunity was good. I was so proud of myself that I'm very healthy.
Nice.
To be honest, like you know, that's how like मुझे भी लगा कि नहीं, मैं बहुत हेल्दी हूँ, मैं जिम जाती हूँ, डाइट का ख्याल रखती हूँ, I am a very happy person, I'm a very strong woman, I'm very positive. That's what I always thought until the time I went to the surgeon's office. और मुझे लगा ही नहीं कि कुछ हो रहा है, मुझे कुछ भी बीमारी है, छोटी मोटी तो चल रही थी, लेकिन मुझे ऐसे कभी लगा नहीं कि और कैंसर हो जाएगा ऐसे। तो जस्ट एज आई सेड, हम तो बहुत सारे साइन वैसे ही रीड करते हैं, इन कैनरा स्पेशली, देयर इज सो मच प्रिवेंशन वर्क दैट हैपेंस इन द हेल्थ केयर, और एंड वी डू सी दोज थिंग्स, बट वी नेवर रिलेट दैट. Somewhere in the back of the mind, okay, yes, science hai, but when, as I said, puckering, that word I didn't know.
ये मैंने भी first time
मैंने भी पढ़ा था, लेकिन उसके कभी भी उसके बारे में कुछ भी रिसर्च किया नहीं, कि कोशिश नहीं की कि ये क्या मीनिंग हो सकता है, समझने की कोशिश नहीं की. So I think it's very important कि दो जो साइंस है, early early signs, it is very important to know that, because it can prevent the other things, right? If you get diagnosed early stage, the treatment looks different, and there is a possibility of not spreading to the other organs or in the body.
जैसे मैंने आपको पूछा कि अर्ली साइंस के बारे में आपको आपको कुछ तो फेस करना पड़ा होगा, राइट? बिकॉज यू वेर फिजिकली एक्टिव, आप जिम जाते थे, आपका डाइट अच्छा था, यू आर परफेक्टली फाइन, राइट? अंटिल यू गॉट टू नो कि आपको स्टेज 2 का कैंसर है. बट जैसे मैंने आपको पूछा था कि साइंस कुछ बॉडी ने आपको दिए थे.
So the one of the sign is painless breast lumps. मुझे हुआ था, लेकिन वो ऐसी जगह पे था कि इट वॉज वेरी हार्ड टू डिटेक्ट बाय फिजिकल एग्जाम. So doctor, I have family doctors. So family doctor usually in your physical checkup, they do check physically, your physical checkups are done by hand, and the doctor did, but it was very hard to feel that lump. The spot where the lump was, it was very hard to feel. So that was missed. So that is the painless breast lump. That's the one of the sign. So it is good to check yourself for those signs. Then the nipple discharge, unusual discharge that isn't the breast milk, can be a sign of the breast cancer. Then the skin changes. So dimpling or redness of the skin, especially around the area of nipple, can be a subtle but significant.
Okay.
Breast swelling, unexpressed swelling in one breast can be warning sign. Changes in breast shape or size, वो जो मेरे साथ हुआ था, जो puckering. So my right breast became was gradually becoming smaller than my left breast, and which was very noticeable. As I said, when I went to change the clothes and I looked myself in the mirror, and I suddenly thought, my right breast looks little different than my left breast. So that is any noticeable asymmetry or changes in breast contour should be evaluated. So those are the kind of some of the signs, early signs that you can watch for.
Right. Okay. सो वीवर्स, जैसे आपने अभी रूपाली ने बताया कि अर्ली कैंसर साइंस जो होते हैं ब्रेस्ट कैंसर के, सो अगर आप इनमें से अगर एक भी साइन अगर आपको बॉडी दिखा रही है, सो प्लीज़ डू नॉट वेस्ट टाइम, आप प्लीज़ हॉस्पिटल जाओ और अच्छे से चेकअप करवाओ. सो रूपाली, ऑफ कोर्स ये सारे साइंस तो होते ही हैं, बट आई वांट टू स्टार्ट द कन्वर्सेशन फ्रॉम द डॉक्टर ऑफिस. ऑफकोर्स जब आपको पता चला कि आपको स्टेज 2 का ब्रेस्ट कैंसर है, क्या ही पूछूँ मैं इसके बारे में कि ज़मीन हिल जाती है, राइट? इट्स नॉट ओनली यू, इट्स होल फैमिली, राइट? व्हाट वर यू वेर थिंकिंग दैट टाइम?
सो जब डॉक्टर ने बोला कि आपको स्टेज 2 कैंसर है, ट्रिपल पॉजिटिव, मेरे तो कान में घंटियाँ बज रही थी. जब मैंने सुना था ये जो ये कि कान में घंटी बजती है, लेकिन वो पहले बार मेरे लाइफ में पहली बार मुझे फील हुआ कि मेरे कान में घंटी अब बज रही है और मुझे कुछ भी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था। इट्स गुड कि मेरे हस्बैंड मेरे साथ थे, क्योंकि डॉक्टर संगीता तो बोल रही थी कि क्या नेक्स्ट स्टेप है, कौन से अभी टेस्ट करने हैं। लेकिन मुझे कुछ भी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था। लाइक 2 to 3 minutes I did not hear what she was saying. I just was nodding my head and I was telling myself that Rupali, you are okay. You are okay. You know, you are in the country where, or you are in the province where there is the best cancer treatment. So Manitoba has the best cancer treatment. So I was telling myself, you are okay. You will be fine. You have your family support, your friends support. You are a strong woman. You will be okay. But you know, deep in my heart, I was saying, no, I'm not okay. This is not fair. It's not fair that I have stage 2 cancer. What I'm going to tell my mom? मैं क्या बताऊंगी? बाद में मुझे I right away realized, which means I heard Dr. Sangeeta saying the steps will be, the first will be the chemotherapy, second will be the surgery, and then radiation. So मेरे हस्बैंड ने पूछा, अगर हम कीमो नहीं करना चाहते, अगर सर्जरी करनी है तो क्या करेंगे, क्या हो सकता है क्या? तो डॉक्टर संगीता बोले कि रूपाली, यू हैव अ 2.5 lump centimeter, 2.5 centimeter.
That is quite big.
Yeah, lump. And it's a big enough that we cannot do the surgery right away. We cannot touch it. So पहले तो उसको shrink करना पड़ेगा और उसके लिए कीमोथेरेपी ही बेस्ट है. So बाद में सर्जरी कर सकते हैं. So chemotherapy, you see the advertisement on TV, right? You see people without hair, without eyebrows, without eyelashes. And I right away asked her, क्या मेरे बाल झड़ जाएंगे? तो वो बोली, yeah, you will lose your hair and it may come back. So when she said may come back, it just hit me. And I'm thinking, oh my God, which means at the time I had a long hair. I had long hair. I loved my hair. I spent so much money on that hair just to get it nicely done, cut it, the color, everything, because it's the part of my identity.
Of course.
Right? And I kind of, I will be losing all my hair and they may not come back. I'm losing my identity and it will not come back. And my husband was Rajiv was saying, Rupali, you are okay. That's fine. We will do it. We will do it together. So don't worry, you are not alone. But it just was it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. Then afterwards, nurse came with lot of papers, the big bunch of papers. All the names of the medical professionals who will be involved. So there will be oncologists, appointments for the MRI, bone scan, all those things, so many appointments, so many referrals, so much material to read, the dietitian, the diet, what you should take, the information about chemotherapy, what it will look like, what care you have to take, all the things. And it was so overwhelming that just to look at how I'm going to do it.
Right.
And the doctor said, you will need at least 1 year leave from your work. And I was like, oh my God, I always worked, since I finished my education, I always worked. There was never a time where I was not working. Right. I said, what I'm going to do for a year? How can I sit at home? I can't. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Right.
And I just saying no, I can't. It's so difficult. It's going to change my whole life. It's going to change my personality, the way I look. I'm going to lose my identity. So many questions were coming, one after another, and there were no answers. I just didn't want to hear what the doctor was saying. I just didn't want to accept that. There was a total denial. So yeah, it just was hard. I wanted to cry so loudly, but I was trying to control myself, oh no, you are in the clinic. You you just have to try to behave. Yeah. So, and just looking at Raju, he was very calm. He was trying his best to be calm for me. और मुझे समझा रहा था कि it's okay, we will be going through this. Yes, we will go through this together.
I'm just blank. मुझे कुछ सोच नहीं रहा है while you are sharing your story. So मैं वो पूरा इमेजिन कर रही थी। सो लाइक फर्स्ट टाइम ऐसे हुआ है कि मुझे कुछ नहीं सोच रहा है, लाइक लिटरली। एंड मैं इमेजिन कर सकती हूँ रूपाली कि वो वक्त क्या होगा जब आपको ये सब, आप इसे पूरा गो थ्रू कर रहे थे। सो आई इमेजिन, सो कीमो, सर्जरी एंड रेडिएशन, राइट? सो रूपाली, बिकॉज ब्रेस्ट कैंसर अभी आज के ज़माने में हम बहुत सारे सेलिब्रिटीज़ को देखते हैं, बहुत सारे कॉमन लोग को देखते हैं दैट दे चूज़ अ सर्टन प्लेटफॉर्म टू स्पीक आउट, टू स्प्रेड द अवेयरनेस। तो अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि इसकी जो ट्रीटमेंट होती है वो कैसे ट्रीटमेंट हुई आपकी? ऑफ कोर्स इट स्टार्ट विथ अ कीमो बिकॉज ऑफ द लम्प साइज, राइट? सो आप बताना चाहोगे?
So उसके पहले मुझे कुछ बताना है. So like when I met Dr. Sangeeta, the surgeon, she said the chemotherapy. So there will be 8 to 9 sessions of chemo. Then there will be, once the lump reduced in the size, then there will be a surgery, and then they treat that area by radiation. So my next appointment was with my oncologist, who decides what the chemo will look like, how many, whatever the dosage and everything. So उसके पहले all my scans were done, like so the CT scan, like the bone scan, PET scan, which detects the cancer, was not done at the time because there was a wait. So whatever the scans they were done, they all went to my oncologist, who would review all the results and everything. So we went, me and my husband, we went for the with the oncologist. To see the oncologist, and so my husband was asking her what the chemo will look like, what will be the surgery look like, और वो बोली 1 मिनट, मेरे पास अब सब रिजल्ट्स है, बोन स्कैन वगैरह, और वो स्कैन तो पहले कभी किए नहीं थे, कभी भी हॉस्पिटल में जाके वो सब सारे स्कैन करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी थी. सो वो बोले कि हमने बोन स्कैन किया है जो हेड टू टो रहता है, तो उनमें उसमें हेड टू टो स्कैन किया था, और उस स्कैन में उनको मेरे स्पाइन के ऊपर कुछ तो भी दिखाई दिया, लाइक स्कार इन द स्पाइन बोन. सो जो बहुत ही अबनॉर्मल है. तो वो जो स्कार है, वो बोले कि आप कभी एक्सीडेंट में कुछ हुआ था क्या, कुछ like something major happened, what that could have caused the scar. And I said, well, अगर हो गया होता तो मुझे पता चलता, अगर मैं जब छोटी थी तभी कुछ हो गया होगा तो मेरी माँ ने तो बताया होता ना कि कुछ एक्सीडेंट हुआ था, आप गिर गए थे, ऐसे कुछ हुआ, तो कुछ मुझे तो याद नहीं था. तो वो बोले कि जो रेडियोलॉजिस्ट है, उन्होंने जब वो बोन स्कैन देखा तो वो उसमें जो स्कार है वो कुछ तो भी अलग दिख रहा है, ऐसे स्कार नहीं होना चाहिए. सो एंड जहाँ पे स्कार है वो स्पाइन में, उसके लिए कुछ तो भी बायोप्सी तो नहीं कर सकते. तो देयर इज नो वे टू नो व्हाट दैट स्कार इज. सो ऑन्कोलॉजिस्ट थॉट दैट कैन बी कैंसरस. सो अगर वो स्कार्स कैंसरस है, उसका मतलब आई हैव अ मेटास्टेटिक कैंसर. सो कैंसर ऑलरेडी ब्रेस्ट छोड़ के दूसरी बॉडी में फैल गया है, और दैट्स अ स्टेज 4 कैंसर. So you may have a stage 4 cancer. So my husband said, how it is possible? Because Dr. Sangeeta, the surgeon, checked the lymph nodes and everything, and there was no signs of the cancer that spread it to my lymph nodes. That's the immediate place where breast cancer can spread. So she said, our body is really you never know what will happen in our body, right? So we would treat right now that you have stage 4 cancer. So there is surgery is not an option. If the cancer has already spreaded in your body, surgery is not an option. So we will do chemo. There is no radiation, there is no surgery. And given that my cancer is triple positive, so I'm just going to read what's the triple positive breast cancer is. So triple positive breast cancer is characterized by estrogen receptor positive, progesterone receptor positive, and HER2 positive status. So which is HER2 is human epidermal growth factor receptor. So that's called triple positive breast cancer. The prognosis has significantly improved due to targeted HER2 therapies and hormone therapy. So my oncologist said कि it is good कि आपको triple positive cancer है, because triple positive cancer can be treated by the different therapies better than the negative, because in negative breast cancer there is no certain treatment. But for triple positive breast cancer, there is a better treatment. There is more success to the treatment. So, once the triple positive cancer was considered aggressive, but now responds well to these treatments and combining them with chemotherapy or hormonal therapy. So, oncologists said, like, we will start with the chemo, but given that you have triple positive cancer and we are right now saying that you might have stage 4 cancer, you have to be on the hormone therapy for all your life.
What is the hormone?
So hormone therapy is because it's a triple positive cancer, there is the treatment is the combination of HER2 therapies and hormone therapy. So there is a certain medication that's given.
Okay.
So for that hormone therapy, you have to go to the hospital every 3 weeks, and it's intravenous. So you have to be it's through saline, they will give the medication. But for that, you have to go to the hospital every 3 weeks. And that will be a treatment for all your life. And
all your life?
All my life. So and I was totally frozen, same thing, घंटियाँ बज रही थी कानों में कुछ भी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था. And I think my oncologist read my face and she said, I'm going to leave you for a few minutes and I will come back. She left the room and I looked at my husband and I screamed loudly, it was a very loud scream. And I just started speaking in my language. In Marathi, what happened to me, that shock, that denial, and it's not fair, why me? और मैं मेरी माँ को क्या बताऊँ कि मुझे stage 4 cancer है. I may not be able to travel now. I have to go to the hospital every 3 weeks for the hormone therapy. I'm totally dependent on the medical thing, right? I have to take this treatment all my life. There will be no life for me. All these medical appointments, all these things, everything that comes with the treatment. And it was just what do I do? What's the, there was no, I couldn't see my future. Everything was just blank. Yeah. And so go, at least when I walked in initially in my oncologist's room or office, I was okay, I know that I have to go through chemo. I know that there will be a surgery. I know there will be a radiation. And now suddenly, not suddenly, but knowing that I have stage 4 cancer,
just because of that spine scar.
Yeah, that's just the spine, the scar in my spine bone.
Yeah.
And I was thinking oh my God, what if I have cancer, what she's saying, if it's already spread it to my spine, and spine is a very important part of your body.
Yeah.
All your nerves go through that. Which means if the cancer is there, it's going to spread.
Yep.
And I may be bedridden afterwards. I may not be able to walk. I may not be able to speak. I may not be able to, my brain may not work the same way. And I will be really dependent on someone. I wouldn't be able to leave the house. There will be, all the suffering. So that's what was going in through my mind. What will look like after a couple of years or even after a few months. I don't know how aggressive this cancer is. I don't know how much it has spread it. It's what if? And everyone was telling me, you have to be mentally strong. Then only the chemo will work. I was not strong.
Of course, nobody can
I
strong.
was not strong.
बोलना बहुत आसान है, मतलब करेज रखो, स्ट्रेंथ रखो, मेंटली स्ट्रांग रहो, बट जिसके ऊपर वो बीतती है ना, वो उसी को पता रहता है कि आपकी एक सेकंड में पूरी लाइफ चेंज
हो जाती है. और तब तक तो मैंने माँ को भी बताया नहीं था कि मुझे स्टेज 2 कैंसर है. व्हेन आई केम टू नो, और इन ऑन्कोलॉजिस्ट ऑफिस आई वाज how would I tell? I was screaming, I was crying. And afterwards the doctor came back. She said, just take one day at a time. Like, I know it's a lot to kind of learn in everything, but just take one day at a time. These are the numbers for the counselors, psychologists, dietitian. Like reach out to them. Like, there is a lot of help. And we have a best treatment for the triple positive cancer. So just keep faith. Everything will be okay. But it was like, I just stared at the oncologist, didn't say anything. And as we were leaving the room, I saw it was at the St. Boniface Hospital, cancer care. So there were people or the patients sitting outside. I looked at them and they had tears in their eyes because they heard me screaming and crying, and it was really hard.
ऑफ कोर्स रूपाली, ये किसी के लिए भी आसान नहीं होता है कि आप एक जर्नी में जा रहे हो और कस के जो ब्रेक लगता है ना, दिस इज द फीलिंग.
Everything just stopped.
एवरीथिंग, राइट. आप एक अच्छे से जर्नी में जा रहे हो, लोगों से मिल रहे हो, पार्टी कर रहे हो, सब अच्छा जा रहा है, एंड देन सडनली ब्रेक होता है. और इतना गंदा ब्रेक लगता है कि हमें कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है कि क्या हुआ हमारे साथ, राइट. सो एंड आई कैन रिलेट इट, राइट. जैसे आप बता रहे थे, आई एम जस्ट कंट्रोलिंग माई टीयर्स इन कि मतलब क्या फील होता है. बट आप जब रूम से बाहर निकले, आई एम अगेन कमिंग बैक टू द सेम पॉइंट. उन्होंने आपको बताया था स्टेज 4, रिपोर्ट्स में आया था स्टेज 2, ठीक है. तो वो स्टेज 4 से फिर से आप स्टेज 2 पे कैसे आए?
So the chemo, as planned, we'll do the 8 to 9 sessions of chemotherapy. So, and luckily, Victoria Hospital does have a cancer care who offers the chemotherapy.
जो सेंट विटाल में.
Yeah. So just the Pembina. Yeah. So I'm really lucky कि 5 kilometer घर से, right? Like it was very easy actually. I didn't have to travel anywhere. And so I completed my chemotherapy at Victoria Hospital. I just wanted to let everyone know, like Victoria Hospital, like personally having the experience, best staff. They make you feel welcome. So मैं ही ऐसी थी कि बहुत sad थी. Like I stopped smiling. I stopped talking. There was no eye contact. Like even like मैं मेरे husband के साथ जब बात करती थी, मेरे like I have an adult son. He's 29 years old now. But I stopped making eye contact with everyone. I stopped social media. I stopped taking the phone calls. Like really like everything just stalled. And मैं जब कीमो के लिए जाती थी और बाकी जब पेशेंट्स आते थे कीमो, like that room is only for chemotherapy. So like they have nice comfortable chairs, like privacy. They offer you nice cold water, cookies, and the staff very welcoming.
क्या होता है basically saline?
So it's intravenous treatment. Okay. So as I had triple positive breast cancer. So there were 2 parts of the treatment. So the one was the HER2 therapy and other was hormone therapy. Yep. So there were 2 medications that they were giving through intravenous. And the medication, you have to make sure you go for your appointment, because the medication they prepare just the half an hour or just the short time before the treatment. Okay. So it's intravenous, but every time if you use your it can damage your nerves, right? So they installed a port. It looks like a plastic button and it has the tubes. Okay. So I had a little day surgery where they installed the port near my heart. So the one tube goes to your nerve here by the neck, and the one goes to the heart. So instead of using the hands, or the nerves, they just use the port to give the intravenous medication. Okay. So they just poke here, and then it goes directly through your bloodstream. Okay. So that's what they did for the chemo. And it usually take about an hour and a half by the time they get ready and everything. And as I said, like the staff very welcoming. They would come, ask you how is your day going, what's your plan. But I hardly made any contact or any eye contact with anyone. मैंने बातचीत करना बहुत बिल्कुल ही बंद किया था.
बिकॉज ना वी आर स्ट्रगलिंग.
Yes.
मतलब मैं अभी आप जो मुझे ये सब बता रहे हो तो मैं इमेजिन कर सकती हूँ जब हम खुद के ही इससे मतलब जब बैटल होता है ना इमोशनल और मेंटल का, सो वी आर नॉट दैट मच इन स्टेट कि हम किसी और से बात करें इस चीज़ के बारे में, राइट?
Yeah.
मतलब कोई हमसे बहुत अच्छे से भी बात कर रहा है बट हम उस मेंटल स्टेट में ही नहीं रहते कि मैं आपको आपके उसी अंदाज में आपको मैं उसमें जवाब दूँ, राइट? सो आई अंडरस्टैंड.
And I don't know, like shame. Like, I don't know, like I didn't do anything wrong, but still having cancer, just that word or just that diagnosis like changed everything, like how I felt about myself.
Yeah.
I started feeling very kind of low and like, like I thought people looking at me and thinking or saying that, oh, she has a cancer, like that empathy, sympathy, I didn't like it. So I just kind of shut myself down. And but there were other patients who were like, smiling, making jokes, like talking with everyone. And like मेरे husband बोलते थे, Rupali, like why, like just like enjoy every day, like just accept it. Like see around you, like everyone is so happy. They are also going through the
same
to somewhat similar situation, but look at them, like they have such a positive like kind of attitude, and like they are so like smiling, enjoying the day and talking with everyone. Like what's wrong with you? Like he would say like, okay, let's download some movies on the iPad. You can like watch movies when you are taking treatment. And I like totally refused everything. I just would sit there, just stare at the floor, and that's it. And just look at my watch like, okay, now it's like half an hour gone, like 1 hour gone. Like it's time to go home now. I just need to go in my bedroom and hide. That's what I was doing. So that's how like the chemotherapy went for almost, I would say, at least 6 sessions.
6 sessions, that
Yeah.
means almost 8 months?
Yeah, around that. Yeah,
8 months,
because
right?
every 3 weeks
3
I was
weeks you
going
had to visit,
for the
right?
treatment. Yeah.
इसके कुछ साइड इफेक्ट्स होते हैं?
हाँ, होते हैं. सो जब मेरी फर्स्ट अपॉइंटमेंट हुई थी सर्जन के साथ, तो उन्होंने मुझे लाइक बहुत सारे पेपर्स दिए थे और उसमें जो ट्रीटमेंट मेरे लिए है उसके साइड इफ़ेक्ट्स नोट किए थे. तो उसमें था कि आपको मुंह में छाले पड़ सकते हैं, हेयर जाना, लाइक बाल झड़ना तो होता ही है. सो within like right away after my first chemo, like I would say after 8 days I started losing hair, and it was very difficult. Like I remember like when I had appointment with surgeon, the nurse told me, Rupali, you have very long and thick hair. I would suggest that कि आप अपने बाल कटवा लो, छोटे कर दो, क्योंकि जब कीमो की पहली ट्रीटमेंट हो जाती है तो जो केमिकल्स आते हैं अपने जो पोर्स रहते हैं हेड के, उसमें से केमिकल बाहर आ जाते हैं और आपके हेयर है वो मैट हो जाते हैं, लाइक उसमें लाइक नॉट्स हो जाते हैं. सो इट्स बेटर कि आप अपने बाल कटवा लो. अगर छोटे बाल होते हैं तो मैनेज करना इजी हो जाता है जब बाल झड़ने लगते हैं. तो मेरे हस्बैंड ने भी बोला था, मेरा बेटा भी बोला था कि चलो हम सैलून जाते हैं और छोटे करते हैं बाल, लाइक शॉर्ट हेयर करते हैं. और मैंने बोला नहीं, आई वुड नॉट कट माई हेयर. So I did not cut my hair. After the first treatment, like I started feeling like it was very sticky. My hair became very sticky. And as soon as like, after like, I would say around 8 days, I started noticing like when I would wash hair, like the bunch of hair would come. Like my bathroom will be covered in all hair, like because as I said, like I had long hair. So, and then my pillowcase was all covered with hair, and I would cry, I would scream, and like my son will say, okay, you already, I means ma,
yeah.
like you already know that it's going to happen, you just have to be ready, like you can't stop it. And I I was totally in denial. Like
trauma
I don't want to see me losing hair. I don't want myself in like bald. And so like even like I remember as the treatment went on, I almost lost all my hair. There was little hair left, and I would still tie them in the ponytail, like little, like maybe I would say like very less hair left, and I would still tie them, and it looked really awful actually. And my son would say, "Mom, I think we should shave your head because this does not look good, and it's not good for yourself too. Like, let's do it." And my husband and my son, they shaved my hair. Actually, there is a salons like you can go afterwards and they will shave your head. And I did not want to do that. But finally, my husband and my son, they shaved my head at home. And I just was like, it was a very hard day for me. Even though I already lost my hair, still like even shaving the hair at the end was really difficult, and looking at myself, like losing my eyebrows and the eyelashes. So all those like whatever the results of the chemotherapy will happen, it was all written in the book, like in that this is what will happen. And it would even say that, you know,
But
because
हम उस स्टेज में नहीं रहते कि वो टाइम पे हम उस स्टेज में नहीं रहते कि हमको ये सब कुछ पढ़ना है, राइट? क्योंकि जैसे मैंने वही बोला कि ऑलरेडी हम ट्रॉमा में रहते हैं, राइट? सो जो लोग बोलते हैं ना कि लाइफ ये लाइफ वो, छोटी छोटी बातों पे उनको ये सुनना चाहिए कि ट्रॉमा होता क्या है. और लिटरली रूपाली, जब आप ये सब बता रही थी कि तो मैं इमेजिन कर सकती हूँ कि क्या बीतती होंगी उन लोगों पे कि ये जो सब कुछ फेस करते हैं. इट्स नॉट ईजी फॉर यू, इट्स नॉट ईजी फॉर एनीवन, राइट? जो इसमें से अभी गुजर रहे हैं या जो गुजर चुके हैं ऑलरेडी. बहुत मतलब गलत सवाल होगा पूछना, बट स्टिल पूछना चाहती हूँ. ऑलरेडी मेंटल जो आप ट्रॉमा बोल रहे हो, ये ट्रॉमा ही है, ठीक है? हर एक दूसरे दिन खुद को मिरर में देखना, और एक टाइम ऐसा भी आता होगा शायद मुझे मिरर देखना ही नहीं है.
यस, आई टोटली एग्री.
मुझे मिरर ही देखना नहीं है, राइट? और क्योंकि ये स्टेज तक पहुँचते पहुँचते आपकी फ्रेंड्स फैमिली को पता चल जाता है. दे आर गोइंग टू कॉल यू, दे वॉन्ट टू मीट यू. जैसे आपने वही बोला कि मतलब ऑफ कोर्स लोगों को मतलब बोलना है कि यू आर माई फ्रेंड, ठीक है, अरे ठीक है, मेंटली स्ट्रांग, ये वो बोलना और उसमें से खुद निकलना बहुत फ़र्क होता है, बहुत डिफरेंट होता है. क्या बोलना चाहोगे यार? मेंटल, इमोशनल, मतलब हर चीज़ में इतना भी आप एक्सेप्ट कर लो, ठीक है, कि ये है, बट वो बोलते ना कि एक रियलिटी में और थ्योरी में बहुत फ़र्क होता है. बहुत फ़र्क होता है. तो इमोशनल और जो मेंटल ट्रॉमा आपने झेला, उसके बारे में क्या बोलना चाहोगे आप?
You know, I'm a social worker by profession. So I have studied about the mental health, psychological health, your emotional health. But like when it happened with me, I forgot everything what I studied. I felt like, you know, this is not right. Like I knew, like even the doctor said, you just have to accept it. But that acceptance was not there. There was a total denial. Like even the doctor said, you know, now the cancer is not a death sentence, what it used to be. Because of all the research, like in the cancer field, like the medication, the things are much better. The survival rate is much better than what it used to be. But still, like my mind was telling me, no, everyone is wrong. Everyone is wrong. They don't understand how I feel. पता था कि माइंड स्ट्रांग होता है, लाइक इफ यू डिसाइड थिंग्स विल हैपन. सो मैंने जब सब सिम्टम्स रीड किए कि ये होगा, मुंह में छाले पड़ेंगे, बाद में आपके नेल्स लूज हो सकते हैं.
नेल्स भी?
यस, आई मेट 2 cancer survivors before I started chemo. One of the cancer survivor told me that during the chemo, her nails were literally hanging because the chemo affects your whole body. It affects everyone differently. It depends how your physical health is, how your body is. That's like, it doesn't mean that it will happen to everyone. But she told me that, that's what happened. Like, she started losing her nails, and sometimes like they will hang, and it was very painful. Someone told me that they had the like the छाले पड़ गए थे मुंह में, खाना भी खाना नहीं आता था, तो खाली जूस वगैरह ऐसे ही करना पड़ता था. Before each chemo, you have to do the blood test. If your blood test is not up to the mark, they will not give chemo. Because chemo is a very strong medication. Your body should be ready to take that chemo. So before every chemo, there is a blood test. And if the blood test is not up to the mark, they will cancel the chemo. And sometimes to make whatever the counts they look at in your blood, to increase that count, they give the injections. So they can be very painful too. Like one of the survivor told me that there was a time where she couldn't even walk from the bed to the bathroom. She was so much in the pain because of this additional injections and everything that was given to her to improve her blood results, or the blood work results. It was, the side effects were very bad. So when I read all those symptoms, I already, even before chemo started, I already started feeling the symptoms.
Because of the psychology.
My mind was telling me that I have the मेरे मुंह में छाले है, मैं खा नहीं सकती. मेरे nails अभी black हो रहे थे. Or like I used to tell my husband and my son, like, look, my nails are black now. Like I already feeling like, I can't eat now. Like this is already happening to me. So अपना mind इतना strong होता है कि you can decide how you want to feel. Like, and so slowly, like as the chemo went, my mental health was going down. Like I used to sleep 22 hours a day in my bed, in my bedroom. I didn't want to leave my bedroom, the curtains closed, like dark, like I didn't want the sunlight. I didn't even like the shower sound. Like I didn't want even the exhaust fan sound. I used, like, there was a time where I refused to take showers. Like my son and my husband used to sit outside the bathroom to make sure that I'm taking shower. Like, because I didn't want that sound of the water. I didn't want the sound of this exhaust fan. I just want to be in the bed and just close my eyes and just think what I did wrong. That cancer has come, like, I have cancer, and that is also stage 4 cancer. Like, people used to tell me, like, Rupali, like, try to do some adhyatmic, like spiritual.
Yeah.
I'm like, I do believe in the nature, like the creator, but there is no specific, like, the thing, like, I'm not a very religious person. Yeah.
ट्रस्ट उठ जाता है क्योंकि अगेन वही बोल रही हूँ, बोलना बहुत आसान है, बट जिसके ऊपर आती है उसको पता रहता है क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है. एंड मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आई थिंक यू वेर इन अ डिप्रेशन.
Yes, very deep depression. There was anxiety, there was fear, there was depression. I started seeing the psychiatrist. The first thing he asked me, are you suicidal? मैं बहुत डरती हूँ, मुझे पेन अच्छा नहीं लगता. लेकिन मेरे माइंड में ख्याल थे कि हाउ कैन आई एंड माई लाइफ विदाउट एनी पेन. आई डिडंट वांट द पेन. I didn't want to hang myself or take something. I want something where I can easily die. That's what's coming in my mind, but I knew what to tell the psychiatrist. Right. I used to say, no, I'm not suicidal, because I knew that I will be sent to the hospital, right? I will be like in the psych unit. And so I knew what to tell. So I used to say, no, I'm not suicidal, I'm okay, right? But no, I was not okay. I know everyone wanted to help me. Like अब सभी को मुझे मदद करनी थी, और बोलते कि नहीं, it's, like some of the things you have to kind of, like there is this say, like, like, oh, whatever happened in the past life, you have to pay it off, right, in this life. And then I used to think, oh my God, maybe मैंने बहुत पाप किए last, like, in my last birth. And that's what the result, what's happening to me. And I was blaming myself. Like I was thinking, okay, what did I do wrong? Like, oh, maybe I was not truthful. I did it, or I said something to someone. That's why the God gave me punishment. That's what I was looking at. And like that really pushed me in the deep depression. The doctor started me a lot of medications. They did not work. Like, and like not like he tried the one medication that didn't work, then they tried the other one that didn't work. So it just was going on, and I was on bunch of medications, and nothing was helping me. Nothing was helping me. And my husband like would say, like, I can handle your cancer diagnosis, but I cannot I don't know how to address your mental health. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I used to think like, oh, someone is watching me. Like, like I used to, like, whatever things I didn't see before, I started seeing those things, like, oh, someone is watching me, someone is recording me, or there may be people outside my home keeping an eye on me. Like, all those things were not real. Like that fear was there. And like, he didn't know how to, like my family didn't know, my friends didn't know how to help me. So finally the psychiatrist told me and my husband, Rupali, you have to get yourself admitted in the hospital. If you deny, agar aapko nahi jana hai hospital, your husband has to fill out the form where the police will come and take you to the mental health, like the psych ward, because I don't know how to help you. Forcefully. That's what he told me. And I said, no, I don't want police in front of my house, because everyone will know that there is something going on. And I said, okay, I will go. So I remember one time we went to HSC. It was a big, like, we waited there for at least 7-8 hours. And every few minutes I would say to my husband and my son, no, I want to go home. I want to go home. And like, my husband, like, no, we need help. We need help. We can't go home. And finally, like, after 8-10 hours, then I said, I'm okay. I will try to behave. Like, main ghar jaake, I will try to wear nice clothes. I will make sure I will take shower. I will cook something. Like, I stopped everything. Like, I didn't cook for almost a year. I didn't clean the house. I stopped doing everything. Only thing I really liked or really had a good time is in my bed. Like, just lie, sleep there, close my eyes and think. That's it. That's what I did. And that's what I liked. And I said to my husband, no, I will behave. I will do everything. So we came home. We didn't stay, like, we didn't see the doctor at the time. And then my husband told the psychiatrist, like, we did go, but she didn't want to go. We came home and he said, I'm telling you that tomorrow you go to the Victoria Hospital. It will might be a less waiting there, and you see the psychiatrist there. So the next day we went, we saw the psychiatrist, and really great doctor, female doctor. We went there. She asked my husband, how are you doing? And my husband just broke into tears, because he said, no one so far asked me how I am doing. You are the first person who asked he's doing. Because he and my son, or even my friends, all were going through the same mental health crisis.
जब आप ये सब बता रही थी तो मैं एक्चुअली कहीं ना कहीं मेरे मन में ना ये सवाल आ रहा था, मैं आपसे पूछूं कि ऑफ कोर्स जो एक इमोशनल मेंटल ट्रॉमा से गुजर रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ द बीमारी, बिकॉज ऑफ द हेल्थ इशू, उनकी कहानी बहुत अलग होती है. बट जो साथ वाले लोग रहते हैं ना, उनकी कहानी भी कुछ, मतलब वो बस ऐसा है ना कि मैं तुम्हें भी संभाल रहा हूँ, मैं घर को भी संभाल रहा हूँ, राइट. लेकिन हम उनको देखते नहीं हैं. एंड दैट्स द रीज़न, मुझे लगता है, जो आपके हस्बैंड है, ही ब्रोक डाउन दैट डे.
यस.
तो मुझे आपसे यही पूछना है कि इस पूरे डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम में हाउ वाज योर फैमिली, हाउ वाज देयर रिएक्शन?
They tried to be very strong. उन्होंने बहुत ट्राई किया कि स्ट्रांग रहेंगे, क्योंकि अगर वो स्ट्रांग नहीं रहे तो मैं कैसे स्ट्रांग रह सकती हूँ. सो दे ट्राई टू स्टे वेरी स्ट्रांग एंड लाइक ट्राई टू एडजस्ट टू माई चेंजेस इन माई लाइफ. So like I remember, like
physical,
after mental
emotional,
everything. Yeah. Like I remember when I lost my hair, my son went to the salon and got a very short haircut. He never did that. And like it was like, Mom, I'm with you. मैं आपके साथ हूँ, right? So, but I became very selfish. Like I didn't care how others felt. Like I can see, like there was one evening when my husband came home from the work, and I just want to mention, like my husband and my son, both their employers are so great that they allowed them to work from home, because my psychologist or psychiatrist told them not to leave me home alone. And they both needed to work, but their employers did allow them to work from home. So they would take turns to work from home, so to be with me. And like there was one evening where my husband literally broke down and started crying. I haven't seen him cry except when his dad passed away. And to see him crying, my son started shivering. His eyes were like full of tears. And he didn't want to cry. He wanted to show that he's strong, but I could feel like his nostrils were like shaking. Like he was literally shaking. And I just was like I just left the room. Like my husband and my son, like they looked at each other. They told me afterwards that like how mom can be so rude. Like she just left. Like, because like as I said, like मैं just selfish हो गई थी.
You were not selfish, रूपाली, क्योंकि आप जिस ट्रॉमा से गुजर रही थी, आपको खुद का ही होश नहीं था.
Yes.
अब जब हम खुद ही स्टेबल नहीं होते हैं ना, वो बोलते हैं ना कि मैं खुद ही स्टेबल नहीं हूँ, तो मैं दूसरों को क्या ही बताऊंगी. राइट. सो द थिंग आई वांट टू क्लियर, यू वेर नॉट सेल्फिश हियर. ठीक है.
But I just felt like my son afterwards, he told me like, he gave his professional engineering exam during my chemotherapy and he passed. He said to his dad, if my mom would be like a normal mom, like what used to be, she would call me so many times asking me how my exam went. But that day, I didn't even wish him good luck. I didn't call him even to ask him how this exam went. And he said, like this is a completely different mom. Like this is not my eye. Like this is someone different. And they felt like, I really need help. And took me to the Victoria Hospital. And like I would definitely want to mention my family and friends who really supported my Rajiv and Rigved, like my son and my husband, to go through this. Like my friends from Toronto came over, stayed with us for weeks just to support them, to support me. Even my friends from Winnipeg, like they always were there for me and for my husband and my son. That was really needed. मुझे तो बहुत सारा support था. Cancer care through था. I had psychiatrist, I had the counselor, everyone. But for them, like, they didn't have that. So only our family and friends were the only one who were their counselors, who were their therapists.
शायद दोस्त इसी के लिए होते हैं.
Yes.
कि जब हमें सहारा चाहिए,
yeah,
तब वो वहाँ पे खड़े.
And it does really show you your true friends, for sure.
वो कहते हैं ना रूपाली कि देखो जब सब अच्छा चल रहा है ना, तो बहुत लोग आपके साथ खड़े रहते हैं, आपके साथ फोटो खिंचवाते हैं. बट जैसे ही लाइफ थोड़ी सी डाउन जाती है और वो प्री प्लान नहीं रहती है, ठीक है, और तब आपके साथ कौन खड़ा रहता है, वो दिन आपको दिखा देते हैं. राइट. सो इसमें मतलब ये जो पूरी आपने अभी कहानी आप बता रहे हो, जर्नी बता रहे हो, तो ये जर्नी में ना एक थोड़ा सा एक टर्न आता है जहाँ से थोड़ा सा बेटर चीज़ें धीरे धीरे क्यों हुई ना, अच्छा सब स्टार्ट होने लगता है. राइट. तो मैं पूछ सकती हूँ कि आपकी जर्नी में वो टर्न कब आया जब चीज़ें धीरे धीरे अच्छी होने लगी?
I was admitted in the Victoria Hospital in the psych ward for 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yes. That brought the biggest change actually. The medications did not help me. Like for my mental health, whatever the medications I was on, that didn't help me. But like the stay there, like I was very scared actually to stay like, in the hospital, in the psych ward. But the support that I got there was very different. I had my separate room, separate washroom. The nurse will come, the psychiatrist will come like, twice a day, ask me how I'm doing, what is working and what's not working for you. And like, you know, even with the diet, they asked me what I don't like to eat. That's how my meals will come. Like
तो
my
खाना भी वहीं पे
breakfast.
मिलता था?
Yes, सब खाना वगैरह, even medicines also. अपने medicine वहाँ पे नहीं allowed करते in psych ward.
ओके।
They will give their own like same medications whatever I was
इसी
on.
बीच में आपकी ट्रीटमेंट भी
हाँ,
चली रही
ट्रीटमेंट चल रही थी और कीमो का तो नीचे ही था कैंसर
हाँ,
केयर।
हाँ।
सो कीमो के लिए भी मैं वहीं पे वहाँ पे जाती थी, ऊपर ही विक्टोरिया हॉस्पिटल में। आई कैंट रिमेंबर द विच फ्लोर, बट दे हैव अ साइक वार्ड। ऑफ कोर्स द साइकेट्रिस्ट विल सी लाइक what will work better, what will not work better. So then he suggested the ECT treatment, psychiatrist ECT.
ECT
So I'm just going to read from the my phone here. So it's called electroconvulsive therapy.
ओके।
Is a highly effective psychiatric procedure where a brief electrical current is passed through the brain to trigger a controlled therapeutic seizure. So it is primarily used to treat severe treatment-resistant depression, bipolar disorder, and like serious mental health issue. So मैं जब छोटी थी, जहाँ पे हम रहते थे पूना में, वहाँ पे मेंटल हॉस्पिटल है बहुत बड़ा, या सो मुझे अभी भी याद है, इफ आई डोंट बिहेव लाइक व्हेन वी वर द किड्स, माय मम यूज्ड टू से, if you don't behave, I will give you the shock treatment. Like, you know, like in the Vedancha hospital मध्ये जाऊन shock देणार, like, you know, shock.
Yeah, I understand.
So when my doctor said, like, you know, ECT will work best for you, the first thing I thought, oh my God, like, you know, you see in the movies, they give you the shock and everything. And I said, like, is that like I'm so like gone? Like, you know, I'm so mentally unstable that I need shock. And the doctor explained me very well. So he gave me the brochure to read and he said, you know, अपने husband और अपने बेटे के साथ discuss कर लेना. But I think this will work. Sometimes it may not work, but we should try. And so we did some research, we talked about it, and the doctor said, you know, you will be asleep. So there will be anesthesia given.
Okay.
So you are not awake when they give the treatment.
Okay.
And only thing, like, you lose total control of your body, like you don't know what's like it's a shock, right? They give the shock. So and you will be asleep, there is no pain to it. So, you know, like my husband and we talked about it, and I don't know, but you know, during that stay at the hospital, I really enjoyed the time there. Like, it's very weird, like, you know, like I remember my friends saying, like, how, like, आप कैसे रह सकते यहाँ पे अपनी फैमिली को छोड़ के वहाँ पे हॉस्पिटल में कैसे रह सकते? But I don't know, I really enjoyed the time there. I don't know why. I was already started feeling like, oh yeah, I can get better. You know, I just don't know the support that I got from the team there, or they had the counseling sessions there. They used to have a therapy doc come there. So I really felt like, oh, someone is taking care of me, like my mental health, right? Yep. So then we said, okay, we will do this treatment, ECT treatment. So yeah, we went for the treatment. I don't know what they did and everything, but you are asleep, right, during the treatment. And the doctor said, when you lose the control of your body, you might pee or you might poop. But don't worry, we'll make sure everything is clean. So I remember when I would be out of the, you know, anesthesia, I will be all cleaned. So I really appreciate the work. Like, I felt so many, like, I even said sorry to the nurses there, that I'm so sorry that I don't know what's happening, right? Like, and she said, no, that's our duty. You don't have to feel sorry.
Huge respect for the nurses.
Yes, huge. And really, like, you know, you feel the care. Like, this is my personal experience. I don't know, people might have the different experience of the medical system here, but I really value. I always felt, even for the scans, like for MRI, for CT scans, like, you know, I always was asked, you know, do you have anxiety? Like, do you feel that you will be anxious doing these treatments? And the doctor will give me some anxiety pills just to calm me down. and like they would talk through the staff there will talk with me, kind of, it's fine, we'll just treat you like you are at the spa. Like, if you don't want to see all the machines coming and everything, they'll put the eye patch on my eyes and just relax, and like, like very like I really felt that someone is like really thinking of me, how I'm feeling.
Right.
So like, I would say I had 11 ECT treatments. And right after second treatment, my husband, I remember he's saying that, Rupali, I noticed change in you because now you are looking at me while talking. मैं नजर मिला रही हूँ. Because I stopped making eye contact.
Yes,
Yeah.
आपने बोला था कि आप eye
Eye
contact
contact, yes.
नहीं कर
But
रहे थे.
right after second treatment, he said, Rupali, I can see the change in you. You are smiling. I can see smile in your face. I can see smile in your eyes. Like, even though I didn't have eyebrows and eyelashes, and they say when you lose your eyebrows and eyelashes, you have to make extra effort to show that you are happy. Because your eyes, your eyebrows, everything talks when you are smiling, right? Like, I remember reading in one of the brochure that, to show someone that you are happy, you have to take extra effort because you don't have eyebrows and eyelashes to show that. So, and he said, I can see smile in your face. I can see that spark in your eyes.
And that's a huge positive point in your treatment journey, in your cancer journey, right?
Yes, yeah. And I know that it's still a taboo, the mental health, right? Yeah. And people don't want to talk about it or even don't accept. But I really encourage people to get help when you need.
Bilkul.
Because that's the only thing really helped me in my mental journey or psychological journey. Yeah. That really helped me. Yeah. So, I had the 11 ECT treatments while I was in the Victoria Hospital for 5 weeks. And when I left the hospital, I felt that, I'm back. I can smile.
Yes.
And even like after, like, I had few chemo left after that. So when I went for chemo, the receptionist there said, Rupali, you look so great. You are smiling. I didn't see that before. So like I like last few treatments, I really enjoyed. Like, I started talking with the staff, other patients, like just asking them, and everyone just noticed. And they even said, Rupali, you look very different. You look beautiful. Like, even though I didn't have my hair or like eyebrows, even like still I got compliments. And that really helped me.
All our physical appearance.
Yes.
And you know what, मुझे ऐसा लगता है जो खुशी रहती है, इसलिए मैंने जब आपको जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था ये एपिसोड, तब मैंने आपको बोला था आई रियली लाइक योर स्माइल. एंड देखो, जब हम हंसते हैं तो सभी लोग बहुत अच्छे दिखते हैं, राइट? बट किसी किसी की स्माइल में ना वो एक दिखता है, एक सुकून दिखता है. और ये जो स्माइल अभी चेहरे पे आई है ना, ये सब कुछ पार करके आई है, राइट? एंड आई कैन फील इट, रूपाली. इसी वजह से. सो बहुत लोग बातें करते हैं ना आजकल, सेल्फ लव, सेल्फ केयर, स्पेशली वीमेंस डे पे, मदर्स डे पे ढेर सारे मैसेजेस रहते हैं वीमेंस के लिए, मदर्स के लिए. खुद की टेक केयर करो, फ्लावर्स, केक, गिफ्ट. बट 365 डेज में से सिर्फ एक दिन हम उनको देते हैं, राइट? बट एक वीमेन के लिए कितना ज़रूरी होता है सेल्फ केयर या सेल्फ मोटिवेशन, या सबसे पहले खुद को पहचानो, कितना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है, रूपाली?
I learned very harder way how important the self-care is, for sure. Yes, I definitely, like, I have made some points, like, I'm just going to read from there.
Yeah.
So definitely, like, mental well-being, like, self-love promotes resilience and empowers women to navigate challenges with confidence and self-acceptance. It took me a long time to, definitely took a long time to learn that.
Yeah.
Physical health, engaging in self-care routines can reduce stress, lower the risk of disease, and improve overall health. Relationships. Self-love fosters healthier relationships by setting clear boundaries and prioritizing one's well-being. Stress reduction. Practicing self-care and self-compassion helps manage stress and anxiety, leading to a more fulfilling life. Self-respect. Embracing self-love is essential for reclaiming one's identity and prioritizing personal growth in an increasingly demanding world. So I would definitely say that, like, like for me, the cancer changed everything. It changed my priorities.
Yep.
Before the cancer diagnosis, I used to be very clean freak. Like I wanted my house like a museum. Like that's what my husband would say. अपना घर कुछ म्यूजियम नहीं है. Like it can be a house. That's okay. If it is somewhere there is a garbage or like it's okay. I used to be very different person before my diagnosis, and now I feel like I just ignore the
Priority.
things. Yes, priority changes.
प्रायोरिटी चेंजेस.
Yes, definitely.
ये जो आपने होम क्लीनिंग का बोला ना, ये कीड़ा मुझ में भी है. मुझे लगता है शायद मोस्टली विमेंस
Yeah.
में ये रहता है. एवरीथिंग वांट्स नीट एंड क्लीन, नीट एंड क्लीन. बट कभी कभी हम इतने थक जाते हैं ना मेंटली, जो हम शायद काम कर रहे हैं या बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्सपेक्टेशन जो लोगों को हमसे होती है, राइट? सो तब ऐसा लगता है ना कि नहीं, दिस इज नॉट माई प्रायोरिटी. घर में बच्चे हैं, घर गंदा करेंगे
ही,
ठीक
हाँ.
है. मतलब हम होटल में नहीं है
Yes.
3 day 2 nights के लिए कि जहाँ पे कोई क्लीनिंग लेडी आएगी और सब कुछ अच्छे से साफ करके
Yeah.
देगी. हम घर में हैं, ठीक है.
Yes.
और घर ऐसे ही होते हैं,
Yes.
ठीक है.
Yeah, and then making others happy. Like
Yeah.
I was the person where I always make sure that I shouldn't
तुम्हें
hurt
अच्छा
anyone.
लगे.
हाँ
तुम्हें अच्छा लगे.
तुम्हें अच्छा लगे. अगर मुझे भी
Yes.
थोड़ा कुछ सहन करना पड़ेगा तो
हाँ,
ठीक है.
हाँ.
लेकिन दूसरे को अच्छा लगना चाहिए. I should make everyone happy. But that has changed now. Sometimes I just purposely ignore.
Yes.
Right? Like I do that, and like kind of trying to focus on enjoying the life. Like जब मैं बीमार थी तब सब मुझे बोलते थे कि take one day at a time. But I don't think there is a one day at a time. क्योंकि हम
पता ही नहीं रहता है.
हाँ, सुबह में हम नाश्ता करते हैं और बाद में immediately सोचते हैं कि शाम को खाने के लिए क्या बनाऊं.
Yeah.
तो how can you do one day at a time, like in your life? Right? You always have the plans. Oh, I will do this. I have an India trip plan. I want to go to Hawaii. You always plan, right?
Yes, yeah.
Like even for like, as I said, like you at the breakfast, you're already planning for the lunch.
Right.
So it didn't work for me one day at a time.
Yes.
Like it just was hard. Like some of the things were difficult. Like even everyone was trying to help me. That really was hard.
By 2025 तक आप
Yes.
पूरा अच्छे से रिकवर हो गए थे.
Yes, yeah. I'm in the remission now. And yeah, so, and I totally forgot to tell you, after all chemo was done,
Yeah.
I had all the scans again, like CT scan, bone scans, MRI, everything. They even did the PET scan,
Okay.
which is the to kind of diagnose the cancer. They found that the scar in my spine bone didn't change, so it didn't grow or it didn't become small. So then the oncologist said it may not be cancerous, because cancer treatment should have worked on that if it is a cancerous, right?
Oh.
After all the thing is done, the oncologist also वो भी बंद कर देते फाइल. लेकिन मेरे केस में थोड़ा अलग था.
Because of that scar.
Yeah, scar in the spine bone. My oncologist said every 3 to 4 months we should do the bone scans, CT scans, and they did one PET scan just to make sure कि वो जो scar है वो बड़ा नहीं हो रहा है, grow नहीं हो रहा है. So अभी just around last month मेरी अपॉइंटमेंट थी oncologist के साथ. तो उन्होंने बोला कि so far that scar is still the same. जो पहले था 2023 में, उतना ही है वो scar.
अच्छा.
तो फिर और एक अपॉइंटमेंट है मे बी इन couple of months I will have another bone scan, and if the scar is still same, they don't want any further scanning.
Okay.
Or like the
Or
all
action
the
required.
actions, yeah.
Okay.
So she said then we will close the file. Usually they close the file as soon as all the treatment is done, like chemotherapy, surgery and the radiation. They usually close the file, but in my case they kept it open for longer just to monitor me. So abhi it's a good news that one more scan I have to, or couple of scans I have to do, and once that comes okay, then they will close my file.
It will be definitely
So,
turned to be
yes,
okay.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping, like, cancer can return. I know that it can come back, but I'm just trying to stay positive. And really, if that happens again, I think I will be ready to face, because as I have accepted me
Yeah.
as it is. That's the thing. Like, I have accepted me as it is. I think that's helping me, or will help me to face the situation. Like, my husband and my son always reminds me, Rupali, me and my husband, we both are over 50. Things do change as we age.
Yes.
And I just want to grow gracefully. That's what I want to do.
Yes.
I want to, just love myself and just.
मुझे लगता है कि अगर हम खुद को जैसे
Yes,
वैसे एक्सेप्ट
yes,
कर लेना,
yes.
तो मतलब उतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं होती
No,
है
no,
सिचुएशन.
no.
जैसे मुझे पता है कि मैं ऐसी हूँ, ठीक है, तो मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि मुझे 4 लोग क्या
बोलेंगे.
बिकॉज आई
That's
नो
true.
हु आई एम, राइट?
Yeah,
सो दैट्स हाउ इट वर्क.
yeah, that's true. Just
Yes.
accept yourself and
Yeah.
just be proud of yourself. And
course.
I would say grow gracefully.
Yes. I think you resume your work as well, right?
Yes, I after 2 years I went back to work, and my work, like my supervisor, director, have been very great. Like, I'm really grateful. I have that gratitude for that. Like, they really helped me through all my disability claims and all those things. So work has been, they've been really helpful and really helped me to try, sail through it smoothly.
इस पॉडकास्ट का एक आखिरी सवाल रूपाली आपसे, क्या मैसेज देना चाहोगे हमारे व्यूअर्स को, ठीक है, जो औरतें जो अभी ट्रीटमेंट ले रही है, कैंसरियस ट्रीटमेंट ले रही है, या जिन्होंने ट्रीटमेंट ले चुकी है, ठीक है, उनके लिए एक लाइफ का अगर एक छोटा सा मैसेज होगा आपकी तरफ से, वो क्या होगा?
I would say, based on my experience, just accept yourself.
Yeah.
Like, right now I don't have long hair, I don't have black hair, and I really enjoy my gray hair actually. Less
It
maintenance,
suits you. It suits
less
you.
maintenance, less money, less time I am spending on myself. I think I just started loving myself.
Yes.
And I would say that embrace the pace. You don't have to be brave all the time.
Yes.
Healing is a journey,
Yeah.
not a race, and it is completely okay to let others support you. As a social worker, I helped, all my life. Like, since I feel always been helpful, but for me, it was very hard to take that support, and I did not. I hardly attended any counseling sessions when I was going through the treatment, but I would say, yes, take help when you need it. And you are more than your diagnosis. Cancer is merely a single chapter in your story, and not your entire identity. Expressing gratitude. I would say, find a joy in small moments and being deeply thankful for the gift of another day, because it's really the present. Every day is the big present.
Nice.
And and just I wouldn't say be strong. I always felt I was strong, but I don't think so. When the situation changes and it comes in your life, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Just stay in the moment.
वो
and
एक बहुत अच्छा मुहावरा है क्या, कि अगर आपको कोई लेमन दे तो उसका लेमनेड बना के पीना
Lemonade
चाहिए.
yeah.
भाई बोलना बहुत आसान है, बट नींबू निचोड़ना और पीना,
Yes.
वो
yeah.
बहुत मुश्किल होता है.
Yes.
एंड ऑनेस्टली रूपाली, आपसे बात करके मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बोला था, ये पॉडकास्ट बहुत अलग है, बहुत डिफरेंट है. पहली बार ऐसा हुआ कि मैं अपनी लाइनें भूल गई मैं अपनी लाइनें भूल गई और मुझे सीरियसली कुछ समझ में नहीं आया कि मैं आपको क्या बोलूँ. जैसे ना, मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ कि हर टॉपिक मेरे लिए नया होता है. हर क्लाइंट पॉडकास्ट में जो आते हैं वो मुझे कुछ ना कुछ सिखा के देते हैं. एंड फ्रॉम यू आई लर्न अ लॉट.
Thank you.
That, yes, and literally thank you so much कि आप मेरे शो पे आई. आपकी जो इतनी इंस्पायरिंग जर्नी है, एक एज अ ब्रेस्ट कैंसर सर्वाइवर, ट्रीटमेंट, डायग्नोसिस, प्रॉपर अपनी पूरा इस जर्नी को हमारे साथ शेयर किया, तहे दिल से थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, Priyanka, for having me and giving me an opportunity to talk about my journey. It was difficult, but I would say that it taught me a lot.
Yes.
But thank you so much, and I just want to thank everyone for the support, for my family, my friends, my co-workers, and everyone. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू सो मच रूपाली एंड टू ऑल माय व्यूअर्स। सो इस पॉडकास्ट में जो हमने आज बातें की वो सिर्फ बातें नहीं थी, वो एक्चुअली पर्पसफुल बातें थी, करेज की, स्ट्रेंथ की, होप की और सबसे लास्ट एक्सेप्टेंस की, कि हमारे लाइफ में जो भी होता है ना, अगर उसको प्रॉपरली वे एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया तो इसका मतलब हमें ही जो मतलब बोलते हैं ना निगेटिव चीज़, वो हमें ही भुगतनी पड़ती है, ठीक है। एंड वन मोर थिंग, अर्ली डिटेक्शन कैन सेव योर लाइफ। सो अगर आपको कुछ भी, अगर आपने इस पॉडकास्ट में अगर आपने कुछ भी सीखा होगा, अगर जो कोई विमेन वहाँ पे बैठी है, अगर उनको कुछ भी अर्ली साइंस दिख रहे हैं, बॉडी में कुछ अनयूजुअल दिख रहा है, प्लीज़ सब काम बाद में, आप सबसे पहले हॉस्पिटल जाओ, खुद को अच्छे से चेक करवाओ, ब्लड टेस्ट करवाओ, ताकि अगर आपको कुछ भी थोड़ा सा आड़ा टेढ़ा निकले तो उसकी मतलब आप उसका अच्छे से ख्याल रख सको, ठीक है। मिलते हैं एक अगले एपिसोड में नए टॉपिक के साथ, नए गेस्ट के साथ, नई मोटिवेटिंग स्टोरी के साथ। तब तक के लिए टेक केयर एंड बाय।